Before history had a name, before kingdoms rose and fell, before humanity ever opened its eyes, there was only darkness. No oceans, no mountains, no stars in the heavens, only silence, stretching across eternity. But then something happened. A moment so powerful, so extraordinary that it changed everything forever. What if the ancient words of Genesis are more than just history? What if they reveal the truth about who we are, why we exist, and how everything began? Tonight, we travel back to the very beginning, to creation, to paradise, to humanity's first mistake, to judgment, and to hope. This is Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, but the earth was empty, formless, covered in darkness, and the Spirit of God moved over the deep waters. Then came a command that echoed across eternity, "Let there be light." Slight pause, and suddenly darkness shattered. Light flooded creation. Day and night were separated. Time itself had begun. On the second day, God separated the waters and formed the sky above. On the third day, the oceans gathered. Dry land appeared. Trees rose from the ground. Life quietly began to awaken. On the fourth day, the sun ruled the day, the moon ruled the night, and countless stars filled the heavens. On the fifth day, birds filled the skies, creatures moved through the oceans, creation was alive. Then came the sixth day. Animals covered the land, but something extraordinary was still missing: humanity. God created mankind in his own image, male and female, created with purpose, created with dignity, created to care for creation. And when God looked at everything he had made, he declared it very good. And on the seventh day, God rested, not from weakness, but to establish peace, a sacred rhythm for humanity. Then God planted a garden unlike anything the world had ever known, the Garden of Eden, a place overflowing with beauty, crystal rivers, endless peace, perfect harmony, and there humanity walked with God. Adam and Eve were given everything they needed, but there was one command, one boundary, one tree they could not touch, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and that single choice would change human history forever. In the middle of paradise, a voice appeared, a serpent, cunning, deceptive, dangerous. Did God really say, "You must not eat from that tree"? A single question, and doubt entered the human heart. The serpent promised wisdom, power, freedom. So Eve reached for the fruit, and Adam followed. In one moment, everything changed. Shame entered the world, fear replaced peace, innocence disappeared, and for the first time, humanity hid from God. The Garden of Eden was lost, but even in judgment, God offered hope, a promise that one day evil would be defeated. Outside the garden, human history continued. Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Abel honored God sincerely. Cain struggled with jealousy. When God accepted Abel's offering, anger consumed Cain. God warned him, "Sin is crouching at your door, but you must rule over it." But Cain refused to listen. In a lonely field, jealousy became violence. Brother turned against brother, and for the first time in history, human blood touched the ground. Yet even in punishment, God showed mercy. Cain was marked, protected from destruction, a reminder that justice and mercy often walk together. As generations passed, humanity grew. But so did corruption. Violence filled the earth. Evil spread everywhere. And the world God created began to destroy itself. But among the darkness, one man stood apart. Noah, faithful, obedient, righteous. And God gave Noah an impossible mission: build an ark, a massive vessel, before a single drop of rain had fallen. People laughed. They mocked him. But Noah kept building, day after day, year after year. Then suddenly, the skies opened, rain poured down, floodwaters rose, and the earth was covered. Mountains disappeared beneath the waves, civilization vanished. But inside the ark, life survived. Noah, his family, and the animals of creation. And after the storm, hope appeared in the sky. A rainbow, God's covenant with humanity, a promise never to destroy the earth by flood again. After the flood, humanity began again. Nations grew, families multiplied, and once more, people stood together. At first, the world spoke one language, one voice, one shared ambition, and in the land of Shinar, humanity had an idea. Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower that reaches the heavens. But this wasn't just architecture, it was pride, a symbol of human power, an attempt to rise without God. Brick by brick, the tower climbed higher, human confidence grew stronger, but heaven saw something deeper. Not unity built on faith, but unity built on pride. And suddenly, everything changed. Languages divided, voices turned into confusion. Neighbors could no longer understand each other. Plans collapsed. The tower stopped. And humanity scattered across the earth. The place became known as Babel, the place of confusion. But Genesis is more than ancient history. It is a mirror, a reflection of humanity itself. Creation reminds us that life has purpose. The Garden of Eden reminds us that choices matter. Cain and Abel reveal how jealousy can destroy what love was meant to protect. Noah's Ark teaches us that faith can survive even the darkest storms, and Bible warns us that pride can build great things, but it can also bring everything crashing down. Through every failure, every flood, every mistake, one truth remains: God never abandoned humanity. From the first light of creation to the fall of Eden, to the flood and the Tower of Babel, Genesis tells the story of broken humanity searching for meaning. But perhaps the greatest question is this: what does Genesis reveal about us today? Are we building with faith or building through pride? If this journey through Genesis opened your eyes, take a moment to reflect, because the story of beginnings may still be shaping your story today. And remember, every great story has a beginning, but God's story never ends.